Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Positively Disney Phone In Podcast. I'm Kimberly Bouchard, your host and the author of the Positively Disney book series, From Where This Show Comes From. I want to welcome everybody that is a Disney fan far and wide. And it's amazing how many people you discover in just your random telephone calls, even to the utility person. It's really kind of fun. At any rate, I want to give you a special welcome to my Facebook followers as well as the Twitch TV followers. And this is the 29th episode. I can't get over that. I'm very excited. And next week I'll be actually reaching 30. I'm not sure when I'll reach 100. When I reach 100, I guess. But at any rate, thank you for joining me tonight. What kinds of things do you do to bring into your home that's a little Disney? And I have a variety of things that I want to share with you tonight. And before I go on, just to let you know the number to call, 844-483-4763 if you'd like to share something with me. I just want to welcome Stephen onto the show. I see Stephen is watching. Thanks for joining me tonight, Stephen and Sheila. At any rate, I don't know if any of you guys have Alexa. Now, Alexa is the Amazon Echo, I guess you could say, and she pulls up all kinds of information. And believe it or not, if you ask Alexa to play some Disney music, there is a station called Disney Favorites on Amazon, and I absolutely love it. I can get my quick fix of all kinds of Disney music. And just a quick hello to Beth. Beth, thanks for joining me tonight. So I try to bring a little Disney in a variety of areas. One thing that I still do, even if my kids are older, I should say, is I still love to make them Mickey waffles. I bought a Mickey waffle maker. It was years ago, and it was very heavy metal waffle maker at the Disney store. I think it was like kind of a combination kitchen store and that. I can't even remember the name of it at Disney Springs right now. And I carted that all the way home to Canada in my suitcase. And to this day, I love to make the waffles and I love to collect cookbooks. And so I tend to use the Cinderella pumpkin waffles recipe out of my cookbook to make waffles for my kids still. Hi, Crystal. Thanks for joining me tonight. Crystal and Maury, I think, are on as well. Another thing I like to do is find unique articles of clothing that maybe somebody might not have here. So of course, you can check out different clothing options that they have in the parks. But I have a stormtrooper skirt, which is really fun because it's a black and white pattern, and most people from afar would just think it's a black and white little skirt. But when you get up close, you can see the black and white stormtroopers on there. Beth just told me, thank you, Beth. Mickey's Pantry is actually the shop that I bought the waffle maker in at down there at Disney Springs. And I just want to say hi to my hubby, Jacques, who's joined as well. Thank you. Another thing that I like to have, and I have on my little Volkswagen Bug, which we're giving to our daughter, this little convertible Bug for graduation. And it actually is a little Donald Duck waving out the back. So my husband, I just actually got a new vehicle a couple weeks ago, and my husband went and bought me a replacement Donald Duck little waving guy, and a Mickey Mouse head is so adorable. All you can see is like from his nose up, and he's kind of looking over at Donald waving. So I put both of those up in my car, and I said the word decals, and my Canadian folks and maybe some of my American folks will know, but decals is the car stickers that you put on. And in the United States here, I have learned that you guys call them decals, which it's really quite funny because I look at you as strangely as you look at me when I pronounce the word. So it's really, really a lot of fun. Just a big welcome to Mario, who's joined the show tonight. Gosh, Mario, it's been years since I've seen you guys back in Alberta, Canada, and a big hello to Alice also, who's joined us. So I want to hear what kinds of things you will bring into your home to bring a little piece of Disney. and a couple of other things that I wanted to share with you too. My husband's always looking. He seems to know all these little places to get things, and he picked up, because I've got my new vehicle. He picked this up actually. And it's actually for the vents in your car. And they actually come with these teeny, teeny, tiny packages of scents. And you can actually put them in and make your car smell nice. But I actually just think they're really pretty. And I'm kind of branching out, waiting to be able to obtain my personalized license plate that I'm not going to tell you about, but it is Disney related. But prior to that, I actually managed, and I'll show you, this came in real quick. It is the Positively Disney, and my website, positivelydisney.com. So I got it, one for the front and one for the back. I can't wait to put it on my car when I get my actual license plate in as well. At any rate, if you want to call in, the number to call is 844-483-4763 if you want to share a particular thing that you bring in to your home that's Disney related. Just a big hello to Dora for joining us way up north in British Columbia. And there is something that I've always enjoyed doing. I do like to bake, and the different desserts that you can come up with and create. I've got some of those molds that you do, the Mickey Rice Krispies and so on. And I've always liked to do those little Rice Krispie treats with the Disney molds. Not something too crazy, not too difficult, but it's really kind of fun to bring a bit of Disney in. I'm going to reach a guest that has done some really, really interesting things. A huge Disney fan in California. And she has actually done dessert-based theme parties for Monsters, Inc., Frozen, and Star Wars. And she's very, very creative. And I'm going to reach her momentarily to share with us some of the different things she's done for her movie nights, which is absolutely fantastic. Beth has a lot of kitchen stuff too, yes, and the decals on her car buys and Disney Bounty skirts. Hi, Donna. How are you? This is Kimberly Bouchard.
Hey, Kim, how are you?
I'm great. I just, I'm so excited to talk to you because I just think you are so creative. And I'm going to introduce you to the folks that are watching right now, because for you guys watching out there, Donna I've spoken with her a few times, and Donna has been very gracious with her time to share different things with us. And Donna has been on the Haunted Mansion documentary because she's a huge Haunted Mansion fan. But something that really, really caught my eye is these amazing theme parties that she has with these desserts. And I would actually just like to check if anybody watching right now can make sure that you can hear Donna. I'm pretty sure you can, but I just want to make sure you can hear Donna. Donna, can you go through your various theme parties and start with whatever one you want? I know you've done Frozen, Star Wars, and Monsters, Inc. And share with us.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember all the things that I've done. I've done them for about 11 years.
Oh my gosh.
Backyard parties.
Oh gosh.
I have 2 kids on the spectrum, and this was a way for me to help them socialize during the summer months.
Okay.
And we would invite friends and neighbors and kids from school, and everyone just have a really fun evening out, kid-friendly, family-friendly, do stuff together, mostly make s'mores and just, visit with each other.
Right.
But I always like to have a charity edge, and we ask that people bring food items for our local food pantry because they always seem to need a little help during the summer months. Oh. And for every item that they bring, we would give them a raffle ticket, and then we would raffle off all different kinds of items that kind of related to the movie, like Subway gift cards that were Monster Inc. Related, or stuffed animals, or giant candy, and the kids could pick. And then we would also serve popcorn to everybody. And so it's just a really fun way to get together with everyone during the summer.
Absolutely. And so let's start off with the Star Wars one. I know you've been doing it for 11 years, and we probably don't have 11 hours to talk about that, but let's talk about, let's do the Star Wars one first, since that's kind of, on everybody's mind. What can you please tell everybody what you did for the various themed tables or treats and how you came up with these ideas? It's really cute.
Well, like I said, we usually have the s'mores because it's a great activity, people toasting the marshmallows. But, when Star Wars is such a big theme, sometimes I go a little nuts with the desserts and like to add a few extra things. So I did some vanilla flavored cupcakes. They're the white cake, but I colored them blue, and I did a white buttercream frosting on top. And then I found these silicone molds on Amazon, and they're like little miniature molds, and they were of the Han in the carbonite, and the stormtrooper, and Darth Vader's helmets, and Chewbacca. And so I just used different colored chocolates, and then I used this stuff that's called luster dust, and you just kind of brush it on top of the chocolate, and it gives it a different sheen. So I used those on different kinds of the chocolates.
Wow. Where do you get luster dust?
Yeah, luster dust. You can get it, you can buy it online, but I have a local cake decorating shop that I get mine from.
Okay, that's really cool. That's a really easy way of, changing up things too, right? With the color.
Yeah, it just gives it a really neat dimension when you just add that little extra color and sparkle.
Nice. And now you did names of things at the stations, I believe, for that. Didn't you?
Well, we also had a drink, a specialty drink, of course. It was Yoda soda.
Okay.
And
that's great.
I had everyone was able to make their own Yoda sodas, and I wrote the instructions on how to put your sodas together. Gosh, I don't even know what the language is. I'm sure some of you Star Wars buffs are shouting it right now, but I found a font that would translate into the Star Wars language.
Oh, cool.
So I wrote it in English, and then below it, I wrote it in the Star Wars.
Oh my goodness gracious. So Yoda soda, and you had cupcakes, really cool cupcakes. Did they have a particular name? I can't recall.
No, I just had a little Chewbacca next to it. He looked really cute.
Okay. So you you added some of the characters to the table. That is really fun. And so then you just had the movie night in your backyard, I guess. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have people bring like blankets and pillows, and we have chairs, and we set everything up. We have a projector and a big screen, and my oldest son is our AV guy and sets everything up for us. So
they're handy to have, aren't they?
They sure are. Yes.
I made the sons, right? Not me.
Yes.
Oh goodness! And so now, tell me, is there anything else you want to tell me, particularly about the Star Wars themed things you had?
I found some cute little Star Wars Pez containers, and so I just gave those out for people who came. And if I just find little fun things that I just want to hand out to them, like we're doing The Incredibles in a couple of weeks because Incredibles 2 is coming out. So I bought everybody black masks so we can all be superheroes during the screening.
Very cool. Yeah. What kinds of have you thought about your goodies for that night yet, or?
Well, we're going to be doing The Incredibles, and we're also going to be doing Coco. Okay. So I bought a lot of stuff like the Dia de los Muertos, and lots of the Mexican flags, and I always come up with something.
Oh my goodness. I'm just going to tell you that somebody does remember, Beth just shared that the language I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right. Is Orabesh? Orabesh, is that the language?
See, I knew someone would know.
Yeah, I know. Somebody always would know that. Yeah, that's the Star Wars language. It's just really cool, for sure.
And my husband and son, they would tell me, they're like, Mom.
Of course. And what are the things that you used for your Frozen party? What are kinds of the things you had for that?
Frozen, well, I had a little jug of ice water, and I said it was melted snowman.
Oh,
sorry, Olaf.
Poor Olaf. He drank Olaf.
Yeah, poor Olaf. Yes, I'm sorry. And and then I had people make their own sundaes. And I made my own like rock candy, and colored it blue so it looked like Elsa's ice.
Oh,
and they could add that to their ice cream sundaes.
Oh my goodness gracious!
And I also had Frozen karaoke was a big hit, and I also had a photo booth with lots of props, and people were taking photos, before the movie started. So,
oh my goodness!
Lots of fun things to do.
How did you create the photo booth, Donna?
You know what? I found this really cool shower curtain, and it's all white, but it had all these white circles on it, so it looked like snow. And then I just, you know what? Disney Movie Rewards has some really great free printables.
Oh.
And I go on there and try to find my movie that I'm doing, and I'll use some of their printables. And I made a little banner, or I'll go on Etsy, and I found some that I could print and cut out at a local copier store, and put them on some little bamboo sticks, and people could use those for the props.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that fun? Oh my goodness.
So fun.
It's so, and it's so easy in a sense to find ideas for something Disney-ish, right? For a theme party?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not like...
Well, especially when they have like sequels coming out during the summer.
Yeah.
I like to screen the original, so people have that in their mind, and then when they go to watch the sequel, they'll go, "Oh yeah, we just saw that at the Collins house."
Right. Yeah, that makes sense actually, and that's probably wise words to do for me, because I want to see The Incredibles, but I'm trying to remember how many years apart.
I think it's about 10 or 11.
Is it 10 or 11 years?
Okay. And Incredibles is one of my favorite Pixar movies.
Oh,
so
isn't it great?
Super excited about it.
Yeah. I saw the trailer. I can't remember whatever movie I was watching, but I'm really excited to see that too. Actually, coming out. Yeah. I think it comes out a week from Friday, right? Is that correct?
It comes out on June 15th.
Yeah, the Friday 15th. Okay. And I'm just curious, did you have any other desserts or anything like that for your Frozen?
That was everything in addition to the s'mores bar. But then last year I did Moana, and I did bacon s'mores.
Bacon s'mores? I mean, I love bacon. How in the world? Okay, tell me, what's a bacon s'more exactly? Because I like s'mores, I like bacon, but I never thought of having them together.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere online, and I'm like, I am so doing that for Moana, and I apologize to Pua, but they were fabulous. And you take bacon and you cut it in half, and you weave about 9 pieces of bacon together.
Okay.
You know, like in kindergarten, how you weave paper.
Okay.
You weave the bacon.
So this is raw bacon. We're talking raw bacon, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and then you sprinkle it with brown sugar.
Oh.
And then you cook it in the oven until it's nice and cooked.
Okay.
And then those slabs are used in between the graham crackers on top of the chocolate and the marshmallow.
Oh my gosh.
And it's the sweet and the salty and the gooey and the chewy, and it's really delicious.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine. What a visual I just got on all that. So we're talking just like, it's just very easy. Like it doesn't matter, like whatever temperature you put on to cook bacon in the oven, sprinkle a bit of brown sugar for flavor,
Exactly.
you know, right?
Yes.
And then you just take those pieces off. Now I'm curious, why would you weave the bacon? Is that just so that it stays flat, or?
Yes, they all stick together and it makes just like a little slab of bacon that can be used in the graham cracker.
Oh my gosh. I can't. Oh my gosh. I want one now.
So good.
That really must have been incredible. Holy cow.
Yeah, it was pretty yummy.
Oh my gosh. Well,
and then I've done an Alice in Wonderland party, and I made homemade graham crackers.
You can make crackers? Okay.
You can.
Okay, back up the bus here. You got to tell me this, and then I'm going to maybe get it written down from you. You message me. How did you make graham crackers? And
they have recipes on the internet.
Okay.
And you just roll them very thin.
Wow.
And then I used a scalloped square cookie cutter.
Okay.
And cut them out. It was about a 3-inch square cookie cutter, and then you prick it with a fork.
Right.
And then you bake them, and then you can make homemade marshmallows. It's very easy to make. You should make them the day before, though, that you want to use them, because it takes a while for them to set up.
Okay.
And it's just basically sugar and corn syrup and
to get sort of that fondant kind of thing happening, right?
Yeah.
Kind of? Okay. Yeah. You know what I was just thinking? So the graham crackers that you could make, like homemade, or you could make them in different shapes, right? To go with your
absolutely.
theme? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So, because I was kind of curious, was there a particular reason why you wanted to make homemade graham crackers instead of purchasing graham crackers? Because that's a lot of work. It seems
is a lot of work. And I will, for the Alice in Wonderland, I was also serving tea. So I had pots of hot tea.
Nice.
And I also had some gourmet macarons, the French macarons that I served, and they were all bright colors. And I served them under a glass cloche. And so I just wanted to make it very fanciful and indulgent, because that's how I think of the tea party at Alice.
Yes.
Very special.
So how often do you have these movies? Just out of curiosity.
Well, okay, this is my 11th summer,
right?
And when I first started out, I did a couple, and then in the thick of things, I was up to about 10 movies for the summer. So about once a week, I was having a movie.
Wow.
And now I'm scheduling between like 3 and 4 movies for the summer.
Okay. I can imagine. I mean, that is so fun. How many people did you have coming? I mean, I'm thinking everybody and then some would love to be there in your yard.
It depends. You know, sometimes we'll have a really small, intimate group, which is just lovely and fun. And then sometimes we'll get, 30 people in the backyard. And so that's a lot of people around our fire pit.
Yeah, I would say that. And I just think that is absolutely so fantastic and so generous of your time and your talent, really, to bring Disney folks together. And it's just, what a fun time you must have just preparing it and then seeing the reactions of your guests,
Yes. They have a lot of fun, and my kids have a great time. My daughter loves to run the raffle. She loves to pull the tickets and read the numbers and hand out presents, and so it's just a lot of fun.
That is cool. What are some of the different kinds of raffle prizes you had?
I'll have like stuffed animals, like we did Finding Nemo. We had the big stuffed Dory and Nemo, and or we'll do the little, what are they called? The little teeny tiny ones that everybody collects. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the Tsums. The Tsums.
Yes, the Tsum Tsums. Yes. Give out some of those. Or I'll have friends who, I have a friend who worked at 20th Century Fox, and he gave me some things for another movie, and we gave out some of those things. And,
Very neat. So if somebody was to want to do a themed party, dessert party, movie party like you, where would they start? Because you're a veteran at this. But where would they start?
I started by borrowing a projector and a screen from a friend.
Okay.
And then it just kind of progressed from there. I mean, I know now you can, people use their computers and their phones, and they can, project things.
Okay.
We have a sound system that we use. So
nice.
It's always fun to have a little activities to bring people together, and the s'mores seem to really do that. And then you can just build upon that, like the photo booths or the karaoke, or with the Alice in Wonderland, I had a flamingo croquet set.
Oh, fun! I didn't know they made flamingo croquet set.
Well, I made those.
Oh, you created that. Okay. So what did you put?
I got stuffed flamingos, and then I made little hedgehog balls out of styrofoam, and I covered it with torn up paper bag that I Mod Podged on top of it.
Oh my goodness.
So people would hit it with the heads of the flamingos through the wicket. So.
Oh my goodness. And I think I would do it the easy way, and I just kind of maybe attach a flamingo somehow on the wire, the white wire, just and say and do the number. Something way easier than that. But
if you
that's a great idea.
To do things difficult.
Well, no, you did it very creative. And you know what? That is a real amazing hobby of yours. It is. It's actually turned into a hobby when you have that kind of thing going. Because even if you have 3 or 4 movies in the summer, you're still preparing well in advance for it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Gosh. And so, go ahead.
Oh, I just read what movies are going to be coming out in the summer, and then I try to coordinate with the movie schedule.
Okay. So. And where do you get your ideas for because I mean, the s'mores, but where do you get your ideas for the drinks and the food and things like that? Where would somebody look for things like that?
I am such a huge researcher on the internet. I'm always looking for fun ideas. There's so many other creative people out there. You don't have to come up with everything on your own.
Okay. That's good.
It's okay to borrow from other people.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, it's just really, really wonderful of you to be able to do those kinds of things. And I still think you should be writing a column somewhere, because I think your ideas are really, really neat. And I'm telling you, I can't wait to try those bacon s'mores. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
you
gosh.
Definitely have to make those.
Yeah. And I don't think I'll make homemade marshmallows. I won't go to that extent. Although we do have friends that did make some homemade marshmallows for us for a hot chocolate and kind of little things around Christmas or whatever. And they said that they were very easy to make. So between the two of you, I do believe you that they're easy to make, although it sounds like it
really is.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Donna, thank you so much for sharing with us. I really appreciate that. And I so enjoy seeing your posts about the different parties that you have. And feel free, to post those things on my webpage that, we're streaming from, so that other people can take a peek at some of your ideas that you've had great success with. And my son, who is my tech guy next door to me, he discovered that it's been 14 years already between The Incredibles. It's just 14 years. I know. Wow. I'm thinking, holy cow. And I think it's really going to be neat to see what they've come up with the next one, because you can't go wrong with a Pixar movie for sure. And
No.
so now it's just reminding me though that I should check out the first Pixar show as well.
Yeah, see,
and
now you
remember
need to
that.
go and watch it
I
again.
will for sure. It's a great reminder of what's to come for sure. But anyways, thank you, and I look forward to seeing your photos of your Incredibles party and your Coco party, which is one of my all-time favorite shows. Really, Coco is just
Thank you. Yeah, my daughter
fabulous.
loves Coco as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Well, I love them all, but there's certain ones that just get you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyways, thanks, Donna. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll connect soon again, I'm sure.
Wonderful. Thank you too.
Okay.
I love coming on here, Kim, and sharing all my Disney love, and I really appreciate it.
We love to have you, Donna. Thank you again so much.
Thank you, Kim.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness, that is so amazing and so impressive to have that kind of passion and dedication to doing things, Disney style. I just want to say a quick hello to Melissa, who's joined us. Hi, Melissa. Thank you. Beth was bringing to my attention that on Darth Vader's chest plate, it actually shows Hebrew, but it looks like the made up language, which is probably the font she found. Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's really interesting. In my books, actually, for the titles of the chapters and like the intro pages, the first couple of pages, I use a font called Waltograph, and it's actually the Disney font that I use for some of my just for some of the things in the books, which is really, really fun. I'm really glad that I found it, but it's really neat, that attention to detail that she does, and what a nice way to bring people together. And don't you find that Disney brings us together in a lot of different ways, and like this is one of them. And I'm very grateful that I can share with you and have others share with you different things that they do in their homes. We've got another call coming in, and we will take that now. Hi there. Is this Stephen or Sheila?
Hey.
Hey.
It's Steve.
Yeah, I know now. As soon as you said hey, unless Sheila had a cold.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
I'm Sheila.
Yeah. Oh, how are you doing, Stephen?
Oh, tired. Tired.
I know.
It's a good tired.
Oh, good.
So,
and I just want to tell people that Steve and his wife Sheila run the Monorail Tales group, and they have lovely stories and interviews to share on their podcast and webpage. So if you guys want to check them out, Monorail Tales, which I think is a brilliant name, to be honest with you. Although we never have enough time in the actual monorail to really exchange more than a hello or a sigh, because we're getting off sore feet, right?
Oh, I know.
Anyways,
I know. That's exactly the way it's at.
Yeah, Steve, what kinds of things do you guys bring into your home? A little Disney-ish.
Well,
or do you have something else to share with me?
No. It was like, because when you said that, it's like, what things do you bring in for Disney? And I'm like, I'm looking around the house because I just happen to be home.
Okay.
And outside, and I'm trying. What don't I bring home?
Oh, okay.
What room do I not have decorated?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
No, it sounds pretty good to me.
Or good.
Okay, so what would be something that people would like be, holy cow, or flash on right away?
Okay. Probably my little studio downstairs, which we're kind of in the middle of renovating because we're in the middle of dealing with a lot of rescue animals right now.
Right. Yeah.
And they have really taken over our life.
Okay.
So, but my studio is extremely kitschy. It's like anything I've had over the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if it's a button, a poster from one of the parks, cheap things at the dollar store, napkins. It is all four walls are completely covered
Oh my
with
gosh.
Disney items.
Cool.
Yeah. D23 stuff, collages we put together from different expos and different events and things that we've done together.
Nice.
The upstairs, we have a very small bathroom, but it is completely Disney.
Oh.
So there's a Mickey, we interchanged the Mickey and Minnie shower curtain.
Okay.
But then there's also the Mickey rug on the floor, the Mickey trash can. We have a Mickey dispenser, Mickey and Minnie dispenser for soap.
Oh.
What else in the bathroom? There's other stuff. We interchange quite a bit. Again, this depending on who you are, it's like you're a very sad person, or it's like you are so cool. So either way, I wear both bags. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't shy away from much at all.
Yeah.
Now, in our upstairs living room, dining room area, which is probably an area we don't use that much. But now that's where we kind of keep a little bit of our nicer art and things.
Okay.
We've got several things from different artists, mostly from Walt Disney World. And I just said that and I totally forgot names.
Oh, that's okay.
I know. Oh, I know. It's terrible. And I should go upstairs and look, but I can't right now.
No, that's okay.
But,
that's okay.
Yeah. But that's where we kind of keep the nicer things. And then we have framed art, which is a lot of stuff that's, we got, we both have picked up the D23 that were signed.
Nice.
Everything from Frozen, mostly a lot of the Frozen stuff, because I really hit it off good with the executive producers and the writers and the directors for that. So,
nice.
Yeah, and a couple of the artists and animators for Frozen, Moana, and some of the other ones that we kind of keep up there. But then I've also got huge, going down a half a hallway stairway, tapestries of Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
I got 5 foot by 5, but
in your stairway area.
Yeah, the stairway area.
That is really neat. It actually just reminded me about something, because I saw sometimes I'm looking at with Golden Oaks, just to kind of check out the different homes. Yeah. And I see, not that I'm buying it, but it's so cool. Some of the little decorations that they've done for their homes, but there's one caught my eye, which brings me to what you're do with the Seven Dwarfs. They actually have, and anybody else could do this, they actually have like the shadow of the Seven Dwarfs walking as if they're off to work, and they say hi ho,
right.
With written, but they just put it the same color. So if you have a beige wall, for example, near your door, then they would have had it in a darker beige tone, and it looks like their shadow, right, walking to work, which I think is so cool. And I've got a beige wall near my door, and actually I wanted to do that, and I think it would be fairly easy to do if you just kind of get a stencil or whatever. But a tapestry must be beautiful. Gosh. Wow.
Well, actually, what you're talking about, where's the Seven Dwarfs, I imagine it's the one where we're walking across a log.
Oh, yeah. Love that.
We actually have that tapestry next to the Snow White one, and a Bambi one next to it. And
nice.
But and also too, and I really don't mind giving a shout out to him. We collect a lot of Jim Shore.
Okay, yeah, he's got some wonderful things,
Um,
doesn't he?
yeah, and mainly because he's local. I
Oh,
actually run into him most of the time. I see him. It's usually at Home Depot or Lowe's
okay.
or the grocery store. So, and
Oh,
Jim's a
that's so neat.
wonderful person. He's a
Oh,
wonderful artist, a wonderful person, a great story. We've got to have him on our show one of these days. We've been
yeah,
talking about it for a year. So,
nice.
but if you ever get a chance to hear him on anybody else's show, even he's very very open to the online community.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
And I was just, as I was just mentioning earlier, like it's so fun to meet Disney fans wherever you go. And then now you've got him that you see regularly
Mm,
at Home Depot, right? And I remember I was just on the phone the last week with it was with business or whatever, with the government actually, and it was so weird. I don't even know how we got on to talk about, but this guy's a huge fan, and then he told me
yeah.
a story that made me want to cry because it was so much a part of what I do in my writing with my series, and
Oh wow.
and he'd been to Disney about 50 times, and we started talking about not even what I had initially called about, but started talking about all the hotels and that. So yes, folks, even those government folks like Disney, you know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Stephen.
And imagine hosts like us going off on a tangent. You know,
Oh
that's
my
just
gosh.
never
Oh
heard of.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, that would be like days. Can you imagine if you had the time really to sit on a monorail for 24 hours and chatting with people? Because it's so funny. Beth, who's on here, said that she's had a lot of great conversations on the monorail, which is really good. I'm
Oh
never
yeah.
on the monorail long enough, and sometimes I don't even get on it. When I
Well,
was introducing you, I
well,
thought,
it's funny you bring that up because in January, my work truck broke, so I ended up getting in hold of a 1982 15-passenger Ford van,
oh wow, that's
which I am
huge.
trying to get. It's huge.
Yeah.
Which I am trying to get. Well, you know how you had my other car is a monorail.
Yes.
No, this is my monorail,
Oh, fun. Oh, I love it.
and I'm actually trying to get the license plate as monorail, but
Oh,
I
great.
haven't had
That's
a
a
chance to
great
do it yet.
idea.
Yeah, yeah, I have a monorail blue,
And
and it
okay.
smells just as bad.
Oh, and I was thinking you could probably put some of the detailing on the outside to make it look like a monorail if you wanted to go that far.
I might do that because I'm crazy enough, but
I think you'd
yeah,
definitely garner attention, wouldn't you? I know that there's one couple, they have a couple of minivans, vans, whatever. And every time they drive to Walt Disney World, everybody knows who they are. It's so cool because they've got all these stickers, like it's full of stickers, and it's just kind of that's who they are, right? And really fun, and everybody can kind of tell who they are because of their
yeah,
vans. But oh my
that's
gosh,
awesome.
I just talking about your van, Crystal, who's on here, she calls her car the Doom Buggy because it's charcoal gray.
Oh,
It's a
sure.
little Honda Fit, and it looks like the buggy, and I'm sure it does. Crystal, do you have a personalized plate for that? Because that would be really kind of cool, to put to put that on there. I think it would be really fun if you could get a personalized plate for that. And no, I think it's isn't it cool to bring some of that, like, I mean, I'm talking about the Disney in our home, but it's kind of like sharing it around, and it's not that
Oh yeah.
you have to go out and do that, but it's just fun. And I don't know about you, but anytime I see one of those little things on somebody's antenna or any kind of Disney
Yeah.
sticker, I just want to go talk to them. My kids, though, they rein me in. No, mommy, you're not going to go talk to them, you know.
No,
But I get
no,
really
you
excited
talk.
when I
I
see
talk.
that.
I do
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love
Unfortunately,
it.
I'm usually the one that gets talked to
Oh,
instead
okay.
of
That's
yeah.
great.
But
Ah,
yeah, I actually have a Phineas and for antenna cover.
Oh, fun. Oh my gosh. Well, I just want to thank you, gosh, Stephen, for calling in tonight. It's been so nice chatting
Yeah,
with
it's been so
you.
long, and I
I
feel so bad I
know.
haven't been able. It's just,
It's
and
life happens.
we're actually producing one tonight too. So
Okay, good for you guys, and I look
it's
forward to
great.
listening to it. That's
Yeah, and it's
awesome.
great that that we can get caught up with you on the West Coast.
Yes. Yeah. I'm anyways, that's so good. Stephen, and we'll be in touch soon because I want to talk to you
Yeah,
guys about something else that I have in mind down the road.
absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, say hi, give Sheila a hug for me. And thanks
Will
again for
do.
calling in. And you guys take care, all right?
Yeah, you too. Thanks
Okay.
for keeping this up, and you keep keeping it up.
Okay. I will. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So Crystal just said that she has the Doom buggy, the actual Doom buggy on the front plate, which is great if you don't have to have more than one license plate for sure. There is, she also has a decal or a decal. Say my other ride is the Doom buggy with the hitchhikers, which is awesome. Beth says she has a Star Wars decal that says the Empire down the Empire Downs care about your stick family and has an at shooting at a stick family running. Oh gosh. Okay, well that's kind of hard to phonetically say all that, Beth, but I get the idea. That's so fun to have that on there. I know Beth, you were also talking about some of the things that you have in your house as well. And I just wanted to comment on that. If I can just pull those ones back up, the thank you. So Beth was just telling me that she also in her house has Mickey towels in the master bathroom. Guest room is about to be turned into a haunted mansion guest room. Very cool. And her son's room is all Star Wars. Her hallway has old Disney maps hung in frames. Oh, really cool. The entryway has posters of different transportation vehicles throughout the years at Walt Disney World, lots of kitchen stuff, and Disney throw pillows on the sofa. And she feels like she might sound a little crazy with that. I don't think you're crazy at all. I didn't even touch on the stuff that I have in my house. I just kind of gave a little smattering of things, but I love it, and I love to bring out my Disney plates and bowls and things like that when I have guests. But at any rate, guys, I'm so so glad that you guys could all join me tonight and share with me. I really have had a great time talking with our guests and have you guys telling me some of the things that you guys bring in. I just really enjoy it. And Beth, I know I'm going to be meeting you at Walt Disney World, but you have me now thinking I want some photos of your house because I think it would be really cool to see all those things that you have in there. And I'm going to wrap up for tonight. And I just want to thank you guys again for joining me, and have a wonderful week, everybody. We'll see you next week for podcast number 30. I can't believe it's 30 already. And be safe, guys, out there, and take care. Bye for now.